there, folks. So this is the January 2018 Super Geek Box unboxing. Super Geek Box, one of the more recent boxes that I picked up for unboxing. What I always try to do with each of these boxes is I try to find like one thing they do just a little better than the competitors. And one thing that I will give Super Geek Box full credit and much love for is they have creative that has just found some of the most awesome ways to get around legal licensing issues. If they want to bring Mario in on something, they're going to find a way to do it, but they're not going to call him Mario. They're going to call him something like Super Plumber. So that for me has always been the big fun of looking at Super Geek Box, just to see some of the awesome things that they are doing every month. It's just, I look at it and I laugh. If you watch some of the recent videos, I have finally been able to figure out what it is about unboxing that I find fun. And it all comes down to this theme of small moments of joy. Like if you look at Bungie, for example, their big game design philosophy is like 30-second bursts of action. So you'll do something, 30 seconds, do something, 30 seconds. For me, it's like when I unbox these, I'm looking for like little moments of joy. When I look at something, it's, oh my god, that's so cool. And, for the most part, Super Geek Box, they've actually done a really good job of that. Again, especially when they get around copyright hopping. All the ways that they can make a product where it doesn't piss off Nintendo or give Nintendo the ability to go after them. So, I'm going to grab the t-shirt first, and we're going to hold off on that. And the first thing that I see here is a hat. And this is a snapback hat. One size fits most. Oh, fuck me. That phrase is like the bane of my existence. One size fits most. I'm the unmost. So let's see what we've got here. So we've got the snapbacks here. Let's see. Shit, yeah. It's a little tight. Still kind of, okay, maybe. It's fabric, so it might stretch. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, it is a stylized Deadpool with a stylized smiling taco. If you are all familiar with the old blog Suicide Food, this is a classic moment of suicide food. Why the fuck is a taco smiling if the taco is about to be eaten? Am I the only one that watched Sausage Party? Anyway, let's move on. So the next thing we have here are from Titan Fits, Mischief Villain Socks. So, I'm kind of two minds here. One, obviously, we're taking a nod for Harley Quinn, but god damn, footy socks? Really? Alright. My first comment was going to be, I'm 45 years old. And then it's like, well, yeah, you're also 45 years old and you're subscribing to Geek Boxes. But I'm also a dude. I mean, I'm sorry. Footy socks, most men that I know don't wear footy ankle socks. I don't know. I guess at least the one thing that I could say is these do kind of feel like they could go on my big paw-like feet. I don't see a sign, although I do see, I'll give them credit on this, these are Super Geek Box exclusives. Just not something I would wear. I'm going to reach in and grab, apparently, another pair of socks. These are a little higher up. So, in other words, these aren't like footy ankle socks. These go down to the lower calves. Although I'll give them this. Kind of a cool design. Again, not really sure. I can't see myself wearing these to the office. Maybe a casual thing. I'm just kind of losing my love for geek culture in general. Once upon a time, and by once upon a time, I mean like even as late as like last March, there was a convention in North Carolina, a comic book convention. We will not go so far as say a Comic-Con, but I basically took their costume program, costume contest, and kind of built it into something. And then the person who chaired the event decided that he was just going to flush me. I didn't even get a, thanks Panda for everything. I had his, like, dude bro underling. So, yeah, come on, man. You get to go to the con now. It's like, okay. So that's kind of put the kibosh on my love of geek culture in many, many, many different ways. So I mean, I'm looking at the socks, and the socks are kind of cool, but it's like, really fucking comic book stuff. I'm kind of reaching that point. It's like, comic book superhero saturation. Let's see what else. Wow, we're kind of okay. It looks like the last thing before the T-shirt is just a button, and the button is modeled on the Nintendo Switch logo. Let's see what we got here. Sapphire Blue Collection. Oh, I see what they did there. Okay, so hold that thought. The button fits directly in with the theme of the shirt, which is Rick-Tendo Schwifty. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna own it. I'm very quickly, So this time 2 years ago, if you watch my videos, it's like I'm reaching Deadpool fatigue. I'm at the point now. I'm reaching Rick and Morty fatigue. Don't get me wrong. It's a funny show. It's well written. It's intelligently written, but it also has one of the world's most toxic fucking fan bases. When you have fans of your show throwing temper tantrums at goddamn McDonald's because they are pissed off that they can't get a McNugget dipping sauce that a majority of them never even knew existed until April of last year, between the casual misogyny, and just like the show, hate the fan base, and hatred of the fan base is quickly overcoming like of the show. So, let's go ahead and wrap up our January Super Geek Box unboxing. Overall, we'll have to rate this as a C on the Little Moments of Joy. Little Moments of Joyometer. Hat really doesn't fit well because one size fits most. I take about an 8.25 for men's hats. The footy socks, okay. The regular socks, okay. Just kind of we are getting the shitty karma out of the way early in 2018. That's how I'm viewing this box. So, we have the Rick-Tendo Schwifty T-shirt, and also the corresponding pin. We have the Flash dress socks. We have the Harley Quinn footy socks. And finally, speaking of Deadpool fatigue, we have the Deadpool taco hat. So, like I said, not in jeopardy with this subscription, but it's just kind of one of those moments. It's like, we can do better. And that is exactly what I'm hoping for in February. So, if you want to go ahead and subscribe, please, by all means, hit the subscribe button down there. If you want to leave some comments, again, by all means, leave some comments. I will try to respond. Beyond that, I will see everybody next month. Well, I guess later this month at this point in time for the February Super Geek Box. So until then, be good to each other. Stay safe out there.